Hello everyone and welcome to my channel where we're trying to build a media empire in News Tower. So where we left off, we purchased the page module upgrade and now we have to decide where we want to go and what we want to do. Last time we went to Greenville, which allowed us to unlock this faction here, and they have given us these missions to print one educational and don't print any entertainment. And also we do have this mafia mission for printing lies. Now lies will make our newspaper a bit worse, but I think this mission is a bit better because we don't have any requirement for not printing something in the newspaper. And I don't know, I was thinking off screen a bit, and for our objective, which is to get the highest score, I think the cathedral is actually a good unlock. So I'm gonna try to aim for that. So I'm gonna accept this mission. Now, in terms of the district, there are a couple of options we can do. An important upgrade will be the elevator, and we want to get it at some point. I also do like the pneumatic tubes, and we'll see it when we reach that point. We'll see how that works. We can move on to photography, but we need 16 influence points there, so we can upgrade it for to get the photography production chain, and we'll need it at some point. But for now I think I'm actually going to go to this district right here, because here we will unlock the Navy faction and they might have some interesting missions for us. And it allows me to go through this route and finally unlock the Europe radio tower. Now, influence is a big bottleneck in this game, and Europe Tower gives us a good way of producing influence, and we'll see how that works a bit later. But right now I'm gonna go to this location. Yeah, I'm gonna go to this location right now. And now through this cutscene, they let you know that perceptions have been unlocked, and we'll talk more about that when we reach when we want to make this week's news. Okay, the setup for the tower is still pretty similar to last time. I didn't yet had the need to change up the layout. I think it's still fine. We need to order some paper. We do have some missions available, so maybe let's just go ahead and run through this week and see what happens. Now for this mission we need to go on the top route because we want that light to be printed. Now in terms of the district we need inspiring, which is entertainment plus society. We need fame, which is entertainment and politics. Review, entertainment, sports, and unveiling, which is entertainment and economy. So we need all of these 5 stories to print. This is also a lie, I think. Yeah, there are 2 lies here, so let's try to cover both of them. We need entertainment for both, and we have 2 entertainment guys. Bad luck. We still got the lawsuit. Okay, let's add in the pages there. I think we need to actually do another order of paper. Yeah, sure, let's have another big one, because we are consuming about 300 I think in paper each time. Here we get another lie. So notice that this person has a low concentration, and this is probably due, if we go to this person, this is probably due because she doesn't have any bathrooms or nutrition needs. Actually, tell you what, let's build an bathroom on this floor. We'll need it at some point, so we might as well build it. So they should have their bathroom, and I'm gonna add in a water cooler. And since we are here in building, let's also add clocks for everyone, for them to be a bit more productive. And here I think we're missing a trash can. Okay, that should be fine, I guess. Now I would like maybe to try to move this guy 1 block, maybe even 3, but we might be able to do something else here. Can we... do we have enough room to move everyone? Kinda. Oh, there's a problem with this clock here. So let's try to move everyone upstairs for the reporters. We'll keep 1 reporter down here, or I think we can actually also move him. So we'll have all of the reporters upstairs. We'll have the telegraphers still here. And we're gonna move these people here on the 2nd floor. This should give us enough room to increase this one a bit. So we need 3 here. And that way we can place a couple of acoustic panels. And heat, we don't really care about it, because our mechanic, which is the where is he? This guy, our mechanic, which is the only one that really needs to go into this room, has heat tolerant, so he's not bothered by heat, which is good news for us. We should include a small lamp in here. And this way it's even a bit better, because in the long run you want your logistical guys, the ones that carry crates, to be somewhere in the middle of the building, so that they can bring the crates between the different stations in the building. Now this room will increase it a bit as we add in more telegraphers, and ultimately I think we'll move these guys from here to on a higher floor, I think. Now, besides that, for a new floor, we need $7,500. So this is a bit off in the future right now. One more thing I've noticed, we already got the Fame unveiling story, so we should focus on the other ones that we have remaining, which will be Entertainment Society and Entertainment Sports. So that should be good. Okay, now we're gonna place the reporters in there. We're waiting for another paper delivery. Here for the lawsuit, I'm gonna just start giving it to the lawyer. At some point, the resupply guy, this guy, should come in and pick it up and send it to the lawyer, but I'm gonna do it manually just to make it a bit faster, that he can start on it as soon as possible. For the paper, I think we're okay in mod spots. I just need to add a toilet in there for the toilet. And we'll just leave the other ones. I think we have enough for this week's newspaper, and we're gonna leave the other ones for the resupply guy to come in and retrieve them. Okay, submissions have finished. I'm just gonna place a person there. Here we need to wait a bit for the guys to be finished. Here also we need to wait a bit. Oh, we got another lie. Okay, we'll get so many lies, guys. Oh, and we have an extra story we need to cover there. Do we have a reporter that actually has entertainment? We do. We can use this person right here. Specifically for that story, just to make the whole day a bit faster, because I think it will take a bit of time for us to cover everything. I'll add her as a reporter. I don't think we'll keep her. Anyone else in production? Actually, we can hire a messy lawyer, which I don't know how much our current lawyer costs. Is $47 and has 0 skills on it, so we could actually replace him with her. No. Okay, so there you go. Now we should finish lawsuits a bit faster. Okay. This would be interesting, and also here we have the messy perk, which is pretty good. Maybe in the near future we will replace some of these guys which just have 25% ad speed on Sunday and Saturday with her that has 25% speed always. So maybe once we get our third typesetting desk, we'll replace that with her, but we'll see. Now, saying that, now we have one extra reporter to cover this news. And unfortunately that won't really be a good news for us, but we can do it just for the influence if we want. Still waiting on this type of topics. Hopefully we will get them soon. Here I need a society guy, but okay, we also got one of those. Here, we need this route. to be active. Now we have only the coordinator left, which we might be able to use in future stories to unlock more of it, but right now I'm just gonna use it there. Now this needs a bribe. The story is pretty weak, I think. Yeah, so these have the lies, which is what we need to print. And I'm not seeing any combo there. How much is the bribe? It's only 60 bucks. If it was more, I think I would have skipped this mission. Here, sports and statistics. How much is the bribe? Okay, I think I'm gonna skip this one. The bribe seems to be more. We still haven't gotten the inspiration mission. It's entertainment plus society, so let's turn up sports. Okay, and we got the inspiration mission. So this way we basically finished all of the district missions. Now this person has a low condition, but we're still gonna place her there. And here we got another one. And we finished all of the missions there. We still have 5 extra stories to cover. What should we actually prioritize now? So first of all, we need to make sure these stories are finished. I also like this one. Let's prioritize this one for the, or no, this one for the inspiration. I prefer this one because we can combo with other entertainment stories. Unveiling were okay. This were okay. Fame, we have this story from here. We should be fine. And inspiration, we have this one. Okay, so we should be okay on the district stories. Now for prioritization now, I think we could prioritize economy a bit because we have this story here, or actually maybe even society. We have no more society left, so let's try to prioritize economy. And we get this one here. One with crime. This time I don't think we'll manage to finish all of the stories. We might need to upgrade a bit our people to do that. We have 3 influence points. How many paper do we have? I'm gonna do something here. I'm gonna take a quick loan just to get more paper, because we might have a chance to not have enough paper to print this time. And we did manage to report on all of the missions, but we didn't manage to actually create stories for all of them. Now I was saying I want to actually get rid of this person, so here we go. And I'm gonna stash these 3 objects, don't need them anymore. Now I would really like to get the 5th telegraph station, so for that we need 8 influence. We will get 1 influence from the district, so we need 4 more, and then the other ones we can get from the mafia mission. Okay, so we need to print now. Let's see. So inspiring, we have this one. Fame, we have this one, which is a pretty good story. I don't know if we're gonna keep this on the main page, but let's see what else we have. We need a review, which is this one here, and we need inspiration, which should be one of those. Oof, too bad we didn't finish this one, it was close to finishing. Yeah, not that good of a week, to be honest. And we need to print 4 lies, which will be these stories right here. So 1, 2, and I guess 4 to combo with that one. And we need just one extra society. Let's say this one. Okay, now this week actually an important mechanic of the game has been on. Oh, we have an extra page. Let's also do this page first. So here we have society and it all combos. We don't have a better society one, I think. Oh, this one is a bit better, but let's keep it like that. Here we don't have any society. Do we have maybe something, a better entertainment? We have this one. So what we can do is to move this here for now. Maybe place this one right here, which will allow us to combo. So here we have a combo, here we have a combo there. Then we have this story. Can we actually do better here? So we can combo with sports. We can combo these 2 stories together. And we could actually do this. And yeah, I think that's pretty much the best option that we can expect. We have this story here, but there's nothing we can combo with it. And we can place this instead, but I think it will be pretty much the same score if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's the same score. So let's just keep that for the next week. So yeah, this should be fine. Now, this week perception has been unlocked. So how does this work? You basically have 3 different perceptions: informational, moderate, and sensational. And you have 4 levels for each. This will be perks. These will be bonuses. In order to unlock each level, you need to print that number consecutively in that zone. So right now we are 1 of moderate, for instance, and we should start unlocking the first level. If you go moderate and then informational, then you will lose the progress on the current perk. So you'll have to start again, basically. Now, how does this work in terms of how is a newspaper moderate or informational? Well, that is influenced by these arrows on the news itself. And those arrows, sometimes they don't matter. You see that for this news, it didn't actually matters. But it only matters for stories that are the main part of that page, so the ones that get bonuses, and for stories that are on the front page. So those are the only ones that do actually influence perception. So right now we are in moderate. I would like to try, but it depends on how the game will go. But I would like to try to unlock moderate first, the first level, then informational, then sensational, because all three of them get bonus readership. And that will be a pretty good thing. But moderate I would like to unlock first, because I think it's about 20% leadership boost, which is quite a lot and should give us a lot more options in the future. Now here we'll get four new influence points plus the one from the district. Yeah. Oh, we actually need a story, sorry. Good thing we double checked. We actually need this story to be printed in order to get the mission. So if we put this here, same leadership, same number of readers, but we do also get all of the missions completed. So okay, this should be fine for now. Let's hit start and run the printing process. So we got less readership this time, but that's to be expected because we basically added a bunch of stories with lies. And now we'll stick to moderate. Now, one more thing about perception. Basically, each week you can also have this type of sections. So one prize section, let's say this chest that can give you an object. You'll have this type of icon that will give you a perk which you can assign to whichever person you want. And this type of icon with your competition, and this is a debuff. Make sure you don't land on this type of squares because it will reduce by 20% your sales. So you have to see exactly how you want to position yourself for this week, and in this screen you can see what's coming. Now next week I see that there's nothing there, so we should probably get the buff from moderate. Then I think I'm gonna get the buff from sensational because this perk is pretty good. If an item is at least 50% done on the last hour of Sunday, it will be completed before the end of the Sunday. Yeah, this perk it's really good because it might guarantee you that you have some items extra completed. So I think we should try to get this, and anyways I want to get both perks from moderate, so get the first perk from moderate, then either in informational or sensational again get one of those perks, and then we will see. Now we reached the Navy, and I was actually hoping to get this mission from them. This is similar to the Mafia mission that we had with the scoops, and this will basically give us extra influence points. We can get a maximum of, in this district I think 8. This one it will be 10, so we might want to go to this district next because it will unlock also the Photo Academy and it will maximize our influence points. Now for this faction here, there are some requirements, and also to print an informational newspaper. We want to go sensational for this turn, so let's just go with the mission here. Now we should have enough to get another telegraphing station, so we're gonna do this. The most important upgrades that you want to get are getting all of the telegraphing stations and then getting all of the printer page modules. For that we need quite a lot of influence, but we'll slowly get there. Now I also want to get the telegraphing station Europe. That should be available. We can do it in another 2 turns, because again this will unlock European news, which has a lot of influence. So for now let's move on to this district and see what we can do here. Okay, so this machine is broken. In terms of the people, nothing interesting here. Now, if we find that we're getting a bit slow on news, we can hire more reporters. We should have a bit of space here and here to put them, but we should be fine for now. What I want to do is to actually add in another telegraphing station. And we need to assign a new people here, and sure, we can just pick this cheap person here. And I want to get for both of them a map. But let me just order things around here a bit. Yeah. So we'll just add in the normal comfort items, so that will be a clock and a trash can. And do we have enough paper to print? Honestly, I don't think so, because I want to pay this loan at some point. But I'm gonna do another delivery of paper. Okay. Now, here we need politics and sports, crime and society, crime and politics, and crime and society. So we should be fine. The revealing one will basically appear everywhere, so we don't have to trigger something specific for it. So we already have the adventurous one. Nah, we cannot use her here. So we're just gonna place this guy. Now, this story, sometimes at this level I would quit, especially as we have five, let's say, I don't remember how to call them, but 5 important stories, so I might want to skip one, but here, because it has statement, maybe we can combo with the one from the scoop, I think it's called. Okay, we have this one, which has two different scoops, which should be perfect. So we're gonna place the guy with the high skill. Here we don't have any scoops, we just have politics and unrest. And actually I'm gonna skip this. I really do want to find the scoop stories first. Gonna place this guy here to cover that story. Here I'm gonna place this guy. We got 2 spies, unfortunately. This is hopeful. I think we can do this one. Okay, before that, let's just make sure we have the scoop stories covered. I'm gonna wait a bit and let this guy come from from the job because it's a bit better, and we now have also an crime mission, and this is an breaking news with crime and entertainment. So we have some reporters already that should be coming in. I'm gonna just give them a small boost. We need another entertainment and a crime guy, and we can use this. But I also would like someone from here, so I'm gonna place this guy on the scoop mission because it's a bit more important. And here I'm gonna place her on entertainment. And I'm gonna place her right here, so we should be able to manage all of those missions. I'm gonna have him there. And this is a good mission. We can unlock the next section. And I think again, I'm gonna try to grab someone with entertainment because I want to get through the news quite fast this time. So we have this guy with entertainment, or this woman. We can remove her afterwards. And for reporting accessory, we'll add in a new entertainment one. Oh, no, we actually need sports. Sorry, dude, then we'll have to remove you. So sports, we have this guy. And that's the benefit of natural coordinator. So basically this story, instead of taking 18 hours plus another 18 hours plus, it will basically be able to allow you to do this, these two stories in parallel. So great benefit there. Now this story I'm not gonna cover, it's a bit too simple. I'm really looking for the final scoop, which should be politics and sports, so let's try to prioritize that. And here we go. Now we have this guy, which should come in now, but I've noticed something there. Where is he? This guy doesn't have any buffs for sport. He's Anthony Bennington, which is it this guy? Yeah, this guy. So let's add in maybe something like this. Yeah, we'll add in a buff to him also. So this one I don't care right now, but come on guys. And we'll add him here and also get the scoop story. Okay, let's now prioritize the ones that are for the district missions, because this will also benefit us for the general mission. So we have triumphant, we have statement, we have these ones with investigative and revealing, and we have this one. So we have all of them. We should be fine now. Now we'll just see how many more news we can complete. I would actually prioritize crime because we have that crime breaking news, and we get a fine dude. Okay. and see maybe we can use them. I'm not gonna focus on that story. It's with a bribe and it's a pretty simple story anyway. And again, I'm not gonna prioritize that story with entertainment. This one I'm gonna actually do. We should be able to finish all of the stories by the end of the week, I think. Well, at least a part of them. And now, let's see. So we said we want to stay moderate. And this is probably the best story, so I'm gonna try to put it on the front page. Then I think this and this is a good combo. And we can also combo it with that, I think. Or actually this will be even better. This will be just crime. So I think this should be here, this should be here. And we still need adventurous, this story is right here. So something like that might work. We could combo this and also combo this, and we'll still be moderate, which is good, so we can keep that there. And then we have another extra space. Could we do this? Yeah, we can do this. And we don't have enough paper. We have like an 2 paper deficit, unfortunate. But this will have to do. Okay, let's try to go to printing. So we finished the district mission. We also finished the general's mission. So we got 10 influence points, which is quite a lot. And we got the baseball bat. And here we got this perk which says for each set of 6 base categories you get an extra 25,000 cells for every set of 6 base categories. To be honest, I don't really understand this perk, but anyways. Now, next week we want to actually print 2 sensational newspapers and get the perk also from sensational, and that way also we can get this perk right here, which will be a good addition to some of our production chains. Okay, so we got so we secured the Photo Academy. We could buy that when we want, but I really do want this printer page module 4. This mission is print at least one statement. This we need to print at least 2 mafia, And here, print society the most and don't print any politics. I'm gonna try to stay out of missions that require me to not print a certain topic. So I'm not gonna pick that. How much is the radio towers? So it's 12. If we get +2, that should be 14, and 2 districts we could afford the radio tower. So let's actually try to do that. So we're gonna pick this one and this one next. This one is a bit more influence. I'm actually gonna choose Mafia now. That will allow us to unlock the cathedral, and we'll see in a second why I want to do that. I don't know, it might not be the best option because this mission is a bit better, but unlocking the cathedral. Yeah, I think I'll go with the Mafia because it will also give us some extra cash that we can use buying the Telegraph, or we can use a bit later. So I think we're gonna go with the Mafia. Okay, first of all, I want to pay off my debt, and then I think I actually need 2 sets of paper. I think it was 450 last time, so we need quite a lot of paper there. And let's see what we need to focus on. So economy and society, crime and society, crime and economy, and crime and politics. So this should give us the Mafia story, and we have this person with lucky, so it should be okay. And it will also influence perception to the right, so that's exactly what we would like to do there. This story has revealing, which is a pretty good story. Let's use her to unlock the next part. And we don't have any ads, so that's okay. We'll see how ads work a bit later, so we should cover that mission a bit faster. For here, we're gonna just use the higher skilled people. Here, this is also a really good mission because it has a lot of tags. This one I'm gonna cover, but I don't think we're actually gonna print it because it has a lie in it. And I'm actually gonna wait for this guy to come back because it will be much faster. Here we have to wait for that guy. Here also we have to wait for the guys, okay. We need to also order some food. And there are a lot of missions opening up, and most of our guys are still dropping off the papers there. So we're gonna use this guy here. Now the other ones, this one is the least important to me, to be honest. So let's use her for that. Drag him there. And here we have this person which can take over. Sure, we're gonna do that mission, but I don't think we're gonna necessarily print it. Oh, and another crime. Okay. This I think we're gonna skip because it's a really complex mission and does not benefit us that much. We still need crime society, crime economics, society, and economy and society. So we don't need politics anymore. Here, this will be good for us because we get a bonus of 2 influence points. That's good news. Here we have the next mafia mission which we'll need to do. And we still need... Okay, here we go. So let's do something like this. And here we're gonna use her to unlock directly the next part of the mission. Now we need to make sure we prioritize the ones with scopes. Let's say this one, and this ones. We also have a breaking news here. How many stories do we have for politics actually? So is this one, but it's old. Is this one, it's up to date. There's also, so there are a couple of politics missions. Let's also prioritize everything that's with mafia. So we might actually want to do that. How many people we have available? Just the one. Can you use him there? And then maybe use a person for politics. Just to investigate that mission. And here I want this mission, and I also want to prioritize it because we need it for the mission with the mafia. Okay, how many paper do we have? $500. This will be a really complex week, so I'm actually gonna order a bit more, just to make sure that we have enough for the paper. This one we won't gonna cover because it's a bit too simple. I'm gonna turn off all of the things there and just try to finish all of the remaining missions. Okay, we have a sports one, why not? And this one I'm not gonna cover. This one I'm gonna send the guy in, but we'll probably abandon it by the end of the week. Let's see how we're doing. So we have this one covered. This one is covered for the mafia. This one is done. This we need to prioritize. This is prioritized already. It should be done pretty soon. Now, besides that, would this one I don't know about. But I would like this one to be completed if we can. Okay, we'll see. Let's do some manual setup here. But I don't think we'll manage to finish everything. And actually we won't be able to manage to finish quite a lot. We need to really do need to improve our people a lot. This, I think, has been a mistake to go to this district, unfortunately. We weren't ready. But let's see what we can do with it. So unfortunately there are a lot of missions that we didn't manage to cover. I'm gonna use this on the front page. Let's try to build the best newspaper that we can. And maybe we'll want to try again. Oh, too bad. Not even this one didn't finish. Did we manage at least to complete the mission? Yes, we did. We have other society ones. Have an old society there, and we have one extra page. So what can we add there? We can actually add this one with an economy tag. Be something like this or something like this. Yeah. This has been a bad day, guys. Bad week, really bad week. We tried to expand too fast. We shouldn't went to this district. We secure only two people here, but we did manage to get the mafia mission, which will unlock us the cathedral. Now we move to sensational. We still need to move to sensational once more. We should expand to here. What are the missions? So avoid crime and unveiling. We might be able to do that. The mission here is print at least one high society. Should give us 2 extra influence points. This is just $1,500. We also do need to unlock the cathedral, but I think going here is the best choice this time. And because we're going here, there are some crime missions. I think, yeah, there are 2 crime missions. So I think we better should pick this one from here. Okay, wow, we have a lot of uncompleted stories. Let me just remove some of them. We'll keep these 2 because they are pretty good. This one I'm gonna cancel. This one again cancel, and also this one. So we're gonna stick working on these ones, and we have a new set of missions to be printed. Is there something we can do to make our reporters a bit better? We can improve sports a bit. And I think I wanted to remove this person. What does she have? Yeah, I don't think it's pretty useful to us. We really do need entertainment more. So let me remove her. Do we have someone with entertainment? Yeah, we have this guy, but he has only one skill. And I think we can grab him. Do we have too many? Economy, society, yeah, but we really do need entertainment, so I'm gonna grab him. Let's try to move these things a bit. So I'm gonna move this guy here. So I think the resupply desk, or actually let me place the resupply desk here, the repair guy here. I'm gonna leave these two reporters. What does he have? Has resilient economy, society, and sports. Economy, society, and sports. Yeah, we have too many people like him, so let's remove him from there. Let's build improvements for this guy. I wanna order some paper to make sure we don't forget about it. And we really do need entertainment, crime. Yeah, entertainment, crime, and either politics or sports. Entertainment, crime, sports. And she has a decent work, so I think we're gonna actually use her. And just to try to make things a bit faster for us, the radio tower is 16. We should get 2 from the mission, so that will put us at 20. So we can afford to buy at least the magnifier book stand to make our reporters a bit better with crime. Add one here. One here. So yeah, we should be a bit better for crime. Now for her, we cannot actually place it, but I'm gonna replace this globe with crime. Because globe receives a lot of bonuses from other places. So we have these two guys, we have her. What else do you need? You have the poster and sports. Okay, so we have upgraded our reporters a bit with added in a new reporter, so hopefully this time we'll manage a bit better. So we have crime, society, crime, entertainment, evidence is anywhere, entertainment and society. Okay, this should be fine. Okay, we're gonna use natural coordinator here. Grab the person with the highest skill. This one I'm gonna wait for all of the missions to succeed, to pop up, and then we'll see where we Gonna use this person here. Should we keep this mission? It's pretty complex, but maybe no. And this one, do we have things we can combo with it? Economy, educational. This is economy, educational. Yeah, we probably should grab it because we can combo it. Let's prioritize some of the different missions. That should be fine. Here is the high society story that we need. Now we have a lot of news this week that we can print. So I think now I'm just gonna skip until we get the stories that we want for the mission. Okay, we're gonna do this first. And then we're gonna wait for that to pop up. Okay, I'm gonna add her there. And we got another breaking story there. How many of our stories are actually economy? So it's this one. It will be another one here. So we might be able to get the economy. Would we hire 2 new reporters? That's the question. Here we don't have any reporter with economy. We have one here. So I do have 2 reporters we could hire with army. Let me do it this way. First of all, we'll stash this this station. We'll add in 2 new reporters. I don't think we need to upgrade them in any way. Yeah, should be okay. We should be able to finish it, and after we finished it, we're gonna fire them. Let us prioritize the important missions. We're gonna skip this one. We still need the evidence. So actually, what do we have available right now? We have sports, crime, and entertainment. That's about it, I think. Okay, and we got lucky. So let's use this guy here. And now that topic is hard for the week. I'm gonna wait for the reporters to go to their desk, and I'm gonna fire the ones that we just hired. And honestly, I'm gonna skip most of the missions for this week. I'm just gonna use just a couple of people that aren't leveled up to give them more levels. Okay, so thank you for your service, but you're not needed anymore. And thank you for your services, but you're also not needed anymore. I'm gonna stash both of these desks. And now if we go to utility, we're gonna re-add the supply station. Okay, we're gonna use this person here. 1 day is quite a long time. We'll also prioritize this. Everything important I think is prioritized. Ooh, this mission has bombshell. That's actually pretty good. This mission not so much, so we're gonna skip it. And we should have one extra mission, which is a simple one, so we're gonna skip it. So let's see, we still need that one there. Still need this one. Yeah, this is going to be rough. Let me try to maybe make it a bit faster with manual clicking. And that way we might get some extra stories printed. But did we manage to get all of the district missions? And I think so, I actually think so. There's still some missions we didn't manage to finish. We will have to upgrade our production chains pretty soon, but it's okay for now. Okay, so how do we want to play this? Maybe we'll add this to the first page. And honestly, we might not have enough paper to print this week. We can do this to get an extra 9k, but both of them are informational and we don't actually want that. We want sensational. So sensational will be to put this on the front page. This will be the biggest combo, but it will basically just mitigate it. We need an extra 2 to be able to do it. This doesn't do anything right now. This one, and maybe if we have... come on. So this will allow us to be sensational. We don't get a perk, but I don't think there's anything we can do about that. Here maybe we'll do this instead, even though it's not page. And here we'll need to replace a story somewhere. Would replace one of the ones here, maybe this one. Now it will still keep us in moderate, unfortunately. We'll do that. I really want to get the sensational buff. So let's see what we can actually replace. So we can move that there. It will reduce our total readership a bit. But if you want to keep it sensational, that's basically what we have to do. Yeah, I don't think this might not be a good idea actually, but let's try this and see. Let me just check it one more time. Let me try to create it just one more time. See, because I think this is a bit of a waste on how it's organized right now. So, what are the sensational news? So, this is one of them. So maybe we can place this on the front page. And we just have these two. So if we do this, we reach sensational and we get also the bonus. Okay, second page. We need education, so we need this one. Is there something we can combo with this one? Not really. We can put that there. And we still have two stories that we have to print for the mission. We succeeded this mission, so this should be okay. So maybe if we add this here. No, we have 1 plus 2 stories that we still need to add. If we add here instead, this will give us more combos, but it will drag us one to the right, which should be okay. Then we can add this one, and we have all of the stories done. And we should still be able to combo a list on evidence there. Okay, I don't know if this is actually better, but let's just stick to it. We're just gonna print this and see what happens. Okay, so we got this this perk. Next time we want to go a bit more informational, I think. and a lot of our people leveled up, which should be good. Okay, and we got the radio tower Europe. I'm just gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy it, and then we will see how we'll work with it. For the missions, I'm not seeing anything too interesting. I actually want to get the cathedral, so we'll select this district next, and maybe just try to also do this mafia mission. The mafia mission in this case I don't think is that important. So we'll see. Now for the telegraph station, if we do this, can we fit it here? Yes, we can. Okay, this is pretty good. Extra XP. So the European telegraph system works a bit different. It will add in a new section on the map, and you'll have special missions here. Now we'll see exactly, when we reach that point, we'll see exactly how those missions works. And now we have enough money to buy a new floor, and I'm gonna just grab this district to unlock the cathedral, and then we're trying to do as many high contested districts as possible, and maybe try to even pull this guy out of business, but we'll see. And we're gonna use that European station as a way to get influence, and you'll see in a second exactly how that works. Now, besides that, I think we're okay on utility and reporters. We can just move on with the week. But I think I need 2 paper deliveries and should be okay for the printer. Okay, now the missions are pretty easy right now. We could prioritize ports because we don't have one available. And we have some pretty good stories to place in the newspaper, including a lot that are complex there. So let's just move on. So this is an European story. A lot of stories, not all of them, but a lot of stories will have an extra influence point. And I think that all European stories will have this silver tag, the European silver tag. So this is a really good way to farm influence. The only problem is you need to buy at the start. You need to select a method of travel, and you'll probably want a plane to be able to cover as many stories as possible and as fast as possible, and it will be $300 for each trip. But this should allow us to take the story and to get the influence points. If you don't pick the plane and you pick something cheaper, the stories will take way longer to process. Here, stories are a bit simpler. So we should be able to cover all of them. We just need one mafia story, so I'm not actually gonna pay the bribe for that story. Here we get another influence point, which is good. And we get a story for sports. So let's see if we can actually manage to do it. Here, let's go on the economic route. Okay, in this one you don't actually get any influence. And this story, you can see it has this tag where it says unlocks with undercover. Undercover is a perk that you can assign to your people, and in order to access this route you need that undercover perk. So in our case we don't have it. Without that undercover perk, it only has European politics and unrest, which is not really worth it for us, so I'm gonna skip this mission. Okay, this is another influence point and also a new object, so this is a really good mission. Oh, this is a complex mission and it will give us a lot of tags. I don't know, honestly, normally I wouldn't actually do it, but this mission is, this story is so good that I think actually I'm actually gonna do it. Oh, no, so we have a lot of parts to cover, but at the end that mission should be pretty good for us. I don't think we won't be doing it this week, but now we have a lot of missions to cover. I'm gonna prioritize this one. And where was it? And this one. Do we have everything for the district? I think we do. Let's prioritize this, or actually, let's prioritize this one. So we don't need any more sports, this is enough. This one is already finished for the Mafia mission. And for dirt, we already have this dirt mission, which is this dirt story, which is pretty good. For crime, we do have it. So yeah, we don't have to prioritize anything else, I think. This one is a pretty easy, I'll skip it. This one, I'm gonna do it just for the experience. And here we'll just move on with the different stories. This one, I'm gonna do it for the experience. And we get the wanted poster for crime, so I think now we're becoming really good at crime. So let's try to add it to the people that can use it. Can we add it right here? Yeah, if I remove this block. Okay, so I think we cannot really go there, but that's fine. Okay, let's print. Let's see. So I want this mission here because it will give us 4 influence points. And actually we can use this mission here because it also gives us 4 influence points but has more tags. We can use this to combo it a bit better. Do we have something else we can combo? Yes, we can combo this one. Now we just need to print alarm, mafia, crime and dirt. But I'm gonna do this because this actually brings us to moderate, which I don't like. I would like to be informational this time. So we can do that. This is a crime mission. We can do that, and now we're informational. We could do that, and we still need dirt and mafia to fulfill the missions. So we're just gonna grab in the points there. Gonna add this one, and finally I think we're gonna add this story in here. If we do this, will it be a bit better? Yeah, but not by much. I think I prefer the influence point, and now just to make sure we have enough paper. No, we still need a bit more. Something like this. We still have a lot of stories in the backlog, but this should give us a nice level of influence. Should give us 22 influence. So probably another week like this, and we'll basically get another another printer page, and that should make things a bit easier. But let's go ahead and print. So now we reached the cathedral level. We basically made the mayor hate us. He won't work us anymore. There's nothing we can do about with that faction anymore. But we've unlocked the cathedral. Okay. So let's see what to do now. The cathedral basically is a new... It's linked to the mafia, so you cannot improve standings with it. But it will give this mission here and some other similar missions where they will give us 3,000 extra subscribers, I think. per inspiration tag that you print. So that's a pretty good good thing to have. Now the question is, what should we do now? The other missions, this I don't think is really interesting. Mafia 1, sure, is 500 bucks and 2 influence points, but again, I don't think it's really interesting. How much do we need for paper module 4? So we need 42 influence and we have 27. We should be able to get it pretty soon. And I think I want paper page module 4. Then I want telegraph station to get the telegraphing station, and that I think should place us in a really good position. So let me do it like this. Let me grab in the church mission. Just to guarantee to have 5, we could go ahead and do this mission again, especially as they have the inspiration tag. So we could do that, or we could just move to another district. And this district also has inspiration. Sure, why not? We should make our way into this direction, to be honest. So let me choose this district. It will also unlock the Coney Island, which has upgrades for our utility workers. So that I think is a good idea. Okay, for hiring, I haven't checked this in a while, but oh, actually this guy might be a bit interesting. But we're gonna add in more people when we upgrade our building. We need to buy another floor. We'll buy some paper and just move on. So we need entertainment and society for the inspiring one. We need entertainment and economy, and we need economy and society. So that should work well for us. We got another European mission, but because it has influence points, it doesn't have influence points, doesn't really interest me, to be honest. Okay, we're just gonna add in our people there. This has tragic, which is fine. This has educational, which again is fine. This mission still doesn't have any influence points, unfortunately, so we're gonna skip it. For European stories, I would really suggest you to farm for stories with influence points, because they're really valuable there. How much is the bribe? Quite a lot for this simple of a mission, but let's do it anyways. I'm gonna send you there, and I'm gonna skip this one. It's too simple, to be honest. We're just gonna add you there. Still no influence points, unfortunately. This one I'm gonna skip. Here, for a European mission, you also do have this this type of symbol where it requires you to pay influence. So instead of a bribe, you have to pay influence points, which of course not really worth it. So this is a good mission, but still I'm gonna skip. I'm looking for something that would give me influence. Honestly, we were pretty unlucky with the European missions this time around. But we'll see. So this week, covering all stories should be pretty easy, to be honest. We skipped a lot of stories. Let me just grab one more delivery. Do we have enough for the floor? Yes, we do. And now let's see how we can organize our newspaper. Too bad we didn't get the influence, to be honest. This will mean the pages will be delayed one extra day, but what can you do about it? Now, we wanted, for this one, we want to go to the informational one, so we need to move two spaces left, otherwise we're gonna go here and it will reduce ourselves by 20%. So let's see what we can do. I would like to have this this story on the front page, but I don't know if we have enough to counteract that. This combos. So we have 1, 2 stories. Do we have bigger combos? No. Have this one, but it's sensational, so we don't want that. Have an economy one, which is pretty good, but it's still sensational, unfortunately. If you wanted to do it sensational, it would have been a bit easier. So there's one thing we can do. We can move these ones on the other pages. We do have this that combos well. Okay, now what do we do on the first page? I think we can do this and this. And with that, we should be okay for location. Maybe we can do this instead. Still need the unveiling. We'll add that there. We can actually praise this one. Yeah, it wasn't that good of the day. I'll be honest, I was expecting more from this mission, but what can you do about it? Would we replace this? No, not really. Here, yeah, it's a bit better, but not by much. Okay, and we managed to go to informational, which would give us the first perk there. So here we got this perk, which basically says for every unique tag you print, you get an extra 200 sales. Now I think I'm gonna stick to moderate for a bit, that we got those 2 perks. And we will see where we want to go next. Now I think I still want to go grab the page module 4 because we're starting to create a lot of stories. But for that we need some extra influence, and we'll see how we can get it. Maybe we can... Do we need extra 42 ones? Yes, exactly 42, so probably we can get it from this mission. But we'll leave this for the next episode. So thanks a lot for joining me today, and see you next time. Bye bye.